Okay, Assalamu alaikum and good day everyone. So welcome to week 4. So in week 4 we have moved on from listening skill, which we have covered from week 1 until week 3, and we have also completed the assessment for listening, okay, last week. So now we move on to the next skill, which is writing. And for writing, we are going to specifically focus on cause and effect essay. So cause and effect essay is one type of writing, okay, because in writing essay, there are many types of essay. For example, descriptive essay or argumentative essay or narrative essay. But for this course, we are specifically focusing on cause and effect essay, okay? And at the end of the lecture, I will give you the instruction for your writing assignment, which you are going to do for the next 4 to 5 weeks, and you're going to submit after that. So it's going to be a build-up process. I'm going to tell you what exactly you need to do for this week, and then next week what we have to do, the following week, and so on. So we're going to build this assignment together. Okay? All right. So what is cause and effect essay? We need to understand this first. Okay, you need to make sure that you know what is cause and effect essay, not just straight away going into writing it. Okay, because as I mentioned before, at tertiary level, it's all about knowing the process, what goes on behind the scene. Okay, so a cause and effect essay looks at the reason and also the result of it. So you're going to discuss in that one essay, you're going to look at the reason and also the effect of it, the result of it. Okay, and in academic writing, the language that we're going to use is of course very formal. Okay, and then how you're going to write cause and effect essay. There are many types. There are 3 types of cause and effect essay. I will explain that later. Okay, whereby you can either choose to focus on cause, but there's still effect there, but very minimal. So the majority of your essay is about cause. Or you can also focus on the effect. So the majority of your essay would be on effect, but cause will still be there. Okay, we will explain this further. Okay. All right. Now, first of all, in order for us to really understand the cause and effect, okay, the result and the effect of it, okay. So, in one situation, okay, let me give you an analogy of a situation. I'm sure everyone knows about Spider-Man, right? You've maybe watched the cartoon, you've read the comic book, or you've even watched the movie, right? So we all know about Spider-Man and what happened to Spider-Man, right? So the cause how he became Spider-Man was that Peter Parker, he went into a high-tech science lab and was bitten by a radioactive spider. So that is the cause. That's the beginning. That's how he became Spider-Man. Okay, what is the effect of that? So the effect of him getting bitten by that radioactive spider is that he became Spider-Man and started to fight crime in New York City. So you see, you have the cause and you have the effect. Cause must happen before effect. Now, as I'm explaining this, it may look very easy. You may take this for granted, but in my experience of going through this assignment, cause and effect essay, when you are writing the essay later, you might get confused about which happens first and which happens later. So in this scenario, using the Spider-Man context, it's quite easy to know which happened first, which happened later, right? He was bitten by a radioactive spider and then he became Spider-Man. Very easy, very clear. But later on, when you are writing topics about mental stress or mental health, about technology and education or shopping online, academic matters, you might get this tendency to get confused. Which actually happened first? So in your essay, it seems confusing. The cause becomes effect. The effect becomes cause. It's jumbled up. So please pay attention. Later on, when we start writing, I'll show you a few sample words to show you the difference between cause and effect. We will be able to understand that better. Okay, but I'm just telling you right now, please take this into consideration. Okay. Okay. Now, There are 4 simple steps to find your perfect essay topic. Okay, this is what you are going to do today. Okay, later on, when I give my instruction, I will also give you the template for you to fill in your group members. So by the end of today, you already have your group members, you already created your own group, and then you already started to work on your topic. Every group must come up with your topic, which you are going to present to me. Just the topic, not the essay. Just the topic you're going to tell me. Once I've approved, then only you can start to write. Okay, so of course next week is your Raya holiday, Raya break, and then you have your your mid-sem break, isn't it? So you can use that period of time to discuss, to think about it, to brainstorm, to find information, and so on. Okay, so what do you need to do to find your perfect essay topic? Now it's important to make sure that you have a perfect essay topic, because the topic is going to be the umbrella. If you have a good topic, then only you can write a good essay. A lot of people don't pay attention to the topic, they straight away start writing. What happened? It doesn't match. Your topic doesn't match the writing, or your topic is weak, it cannot support your writing. So you must make sure that your topic is very clear, it's very concise, it can help you to write. Okay, so first of all, of course, you have to start with brainstorming. You have to think of a general idea. So general idea is that you don't rule out, you don't say no to any idea. So when you discuss, okay, what topic should we do? You accept any idea. Anyone says anything, just accept. Write it down on a piece of paper. So that is brainstorming. Don't rule out. Don't cross or don't say no to any idea. Accept all idea. Okay. Then once you have an idea, a list of idea, let's say you have 10 possible topic, then you try to pick which idea do you think is easiest to you, which idea do you think that you can find a lot of information about, which idea do you think that you can relate to yourself. You have to try and make that connection, which is easiest, which is easiest to find information, which is relatable to you, which one do you think we can find more information. Okay, and then once you have a topic, for example, your topic is, let's say the idea is that mental and physical health. So you think you like about this topic, you think you can find a lot of information about this, you think it is something that you also have some personal connection, you have some personal stories or personal experience that you want to share about this topic. Okay, fine, you want to go with this topic. Now from this general topic that you have to try and make it more specific. Because remember, if your essay topic is just mental and physical health, that is too big. What are you going to write? Isn't it? It's too big. Mental and physical health is something that is too big. I think you could write maybe like 10,000 or 50,000 words. You can even come up with a thesis because it's too big. So now you have to generalize. You have to make it a bit more specific. So your topic would be, a specific topic would be the effect of stress on the academic performance of UTHM students. See, now we have narrowed it down. The effect of stress on what? On academic performance. So not on physical, not on children, not on adults, but on UTHM students' academic performance. So it's much more specific. So when you write later, it's much more easier for you to give example. You can talk about exams, you can talk about assignments, you can talk about a final year project. So those would be your examples of issues, examples of scenarios that you want to use. So you see what happened? First, you have to have that general idea. What topic I want to talk about? Is it technology? Is it shopping? Is it education? Is it mental health? Is it about global warming? So first, take in any idea anyone say, just write in. That is the big idea. Now narrow it down. So you see, it becomes from big, it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. So your final topic would be the effect of stress on the academic performance of UTHM student. See, okay. This is just one sample. There are many examples of essay later. I'll show you a few sample of topic. Okay. Okay, now, I've mentioned before, there are 3 types of cause and effect essay. Do you have to do all? No. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you the explanation. There are 3 types. you can decide with your group members which one do you want to choose. You don't have to do all. You have to, later when you are in your group, you decide on your topic. Once you decide on the topic, you decide which are we going to use, which method. Okay, do you want to focus on one effect, many cause, or one cause, many effect, or chain of cause and effect? It's up to you. You decide. Okay, so let me explain first. Okay, so the first type is focus on cause method. Okay, so it means you have one effect, but you have many causes. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, so let me give an example. Let's say your topic is something about, okay, we use the sample just now, stress among UTHM students. Okay, how stress affect academic performance of UTHM students. Okay, so that is the effect, isn't it? Okay, so what are the causes for students to have this stress? What are the causes? So maybe the first cause is heavy workload, too many assignments, too many projects, too many exams, too many tests. So that is the first cause. So in that paragraph, you're going to explain. Majority of that paragraph would be talking about the cause. You're going to explain in detail about the cause. And then at the end of that paragraph, you would maybe put in one line. The effect of this heavy workload is that it creates stress to UTHM students. So you see, that one paragraph, it has cause, it also has effect. But the focus is on the cause. Majority of that paragraph, all the explanation, all the elaboration focuses on the cause. Effect is just like one line. All of this will result in stress. Okay. Okay, cause number two. Okay, cause number two maybe in terms of poor time management. Okay, that is the reason why students have stress, okay, and affect their academic performance. So you explain what time management means, why students have poor time management, what can we say about time management, what does it mean by poor time management, what does it mean by good time management, how time management can create stress, and then at the end, the effect of poor time management is that it creates stress for students. So you see, the effect for each paragraph will be the same because you only have one effect, which is stress. But the cause will be different. For each paragraph, the cause will be different. So for example, the first cause just now was heavy workload. Too many assignments, too many projects, too many tests. The second cause is about time management. See, the cause changes, but the effects remains the same. Okay, all right. Okay, I already explained this. The next type, okay, the second method is focus on effect method. Okay, we focus on the effects. So here, the cause remains the same, but the effects will change. Okay, let me give an example. Let's say the cause we're going to talk about is maybe your topic is about something about related to technology. So maybe you want to focus on excessive exposure of social media on UTHM students. So that is the cause. Okay, the cause is excessive exposure of social media on UTHM students. Okay, so that's the cause. So what is the effect of that? What is the effect of having too many social media for students? So maybe the first one, poor academic performance. You know, they spend too much time on social media. So poor academic performance. They cannot study, they cannot do their assignment, they cannot do their project. So you will explain that effect. Okay, how social media can take up your time. You don't focus on your studies. The time that you're supposed to do on assignment, you spend your time scrolling through TikTok. Okay, so that is the effect. So majority of your explanation would be on the effect. But at the very top, you say, okay, the cause can maybe just in one line. Okay, excessive exposure of social media on UTHM student can be very harmful, such as poor academic performance. Then you explain poor academic performance. So majority of that paragraph would be on poor academic performance. The cause is just one or two lines at the very top. Okay, at the very beginning. Okay, let's say the second effect is maybe in terms of poor mental health. Poor mental health. So maybe you can talk about you'll start the same. The cost will remain the same. So you can say excessive exposure to social media for UTHM students can be detrimental to their mental health. It can create stress for the students. See, the cost remains the same. For the first paragraph, second paragraph, the same. The effect will change for each paragraph. You see? Okay, so it means you focus on effect. Majority of your explanation, your example would be on the effect. Okay, the third option, the third method. Okay, by the way, before we go to the third method, so this is what I mean just now. When you choose to focus on effect, majority of your paragraph would be on effect. The cause maybe just 1 or 2 lines at the very top, because cause happens first, right? Remember that cause happened first. So you begin your paragraph with cause, maybe just 1 or 2 lines. After that, the whole paragraph talks about effect. If you choose to focus on cause, you will start with cause, you will explain the cause in detail, and then at the very end, maybe 1 or 2 lines about effect. See, that's the difference. Okay. Now we go to the third method, chain of cause and effect. Chain here means you have one cause and then the effect to that, and then you have the second cause and the effect to that. You have the third cause and then the effect to that. It means each paragraph you will explain equally. You will explain the cause and then you will explain the effect. Just now, if you compare to the first one or the first two methods, if you choose to focus on effect, you don't have to explain the cause. You just mention the cause and then you explain effect. But for this type of essay, chain of cause and effect, you have to explain both. You explain what do you mean by your cause, and then you explain what do you mean by effect. So of course, it's a bit more work. It's a bit more elaborate. It's a bit more tedious, extra work. Now, does it mean you avoid this at all? Straight away avoid. You think this is too difficult? No. Sometimes it depends on your topic. It doesn't mean that you just focus on the first two methods. No. Even though this is a bit more difficult, a bit more challenging, but sometimes it depends on your topic. If you get a topic that you feel actually it is much more easier to explain this topic using the chain of cause and effect, then go ahead. And that's why I'm giving you the freedom. I'm not saying you have to do this. No. You decide. So it depends on your topic. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Let's say your essay topic is about the impact of online shopping among UTHM students. Okay, the impact of online shopping among UTHM students. Okay, so maybe your first course is easy access internet. So you explain what does it mean by easy access. We have platforms like Shopee, Lazada, Amazon. Okay, and it's accessible through phone. All this application can be installed on your phone. So it's just a matter of, just at the tip of your finger. Everything is at the tip of your finger and it's linked to your online account, Maybank to you, and so on. So it's so easy access for you to order something. So that is the cost. You explain. Now, what is the effect of that? The effect of having it so easy, what happened? Impulsive spending, meaning that you spend without even thinking about it because it's too easy, isn't it? You just take up your phone, open Shopee or Lazada, straight away order, pay through there. So it's too easy. So that creates impulsive spending. You spend without thinking about it. You just see something on TV or advertisement or social media, go to the online shopping, order straight away without having to think, without having to rationalize about it. So you explain that. So you see, you explain the cause equally and then you explain the effect equally. So both of them equal explanation. Okay, so example number 2, maybe in terms of how online shopping gives you option. You have so many options, isn't it? For one product, let's say you want to buy a shirt. You go online, you can see thousands of variety of shirts there, just sitting at your own home. If you have to do the same, if you were physically going to shop, you have to go walk into the shop, come out, go to another shop, come out, go to another shop. Too tiring. But here, online shopping, everything can be done at the tip of your finger. Stay at home. So option, too many options. So now, what is the effect of having too many options? It's not just negative, it can even be positive. So the positive effect is that we can make smart choices. Now because we have options, we can make smart choices. If you go and physical shopping, we become tired, we just pick any shirt that we want. But because we're doing it online, we can go through multiple choices, multiple shop, we can make smart choices. See, not just negative. It doesn't mean always it has to be negative. It can even be positive. Okay, as long as you show this is the cause, this is the effect. Okay, so there are 3 types of cause and effect essay. It's up to you to choose. So after your mid-sem break, when we have our class, we will start the class with consultation session. I will provide each group with maybe 10-15 minutes. Each group will come in according to the time that I give you, time slot I give you. You join the Google Meet, you will explain to me what is the choice of your topic, what is your topic, and then what is the method that you want to use for your topic, whether you want to focus on the cause or whether you want to focus on the effect, or you want to make it chain. Okay, and then I will give my feedback. So every group during your this week and next week, you start your brainstorming session. You discuss online, you create your WhatsApp group, it's up to you. After your mid-sem break, we will have our consultation session. Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, now when it comes to cause and effect essay, I've mentioned in my earlier part of the lecture, students sometimes take it for granted because it looks quite easy, isn't it? Cause and effect, one is the cause, one is the effect. Cause is how it started, effect is how it ends. It's quite easy, and I've given you example about Spider-Man, easy for you to see. But what happened very commonly is that when you start to write, you make that confusion, you make that mistake of mixing up. You start with the effect and then cause, so it becomes confusing. So how to avoid or eliminate this confusion is to try and focus on the choice of words. Okay, choice of words to show what is cause, what is effect. Okay, so here you have a sample, a list of sample of words that you need to use if you are doing cause. For example, if you want to talk about your cause, so you mentioned specifically in your essay, the first cause of stress is what? So it's very clear. We know, okay, the first cause of stress is heavy workload. So we know the cause is stress. The first cause of stress is heavy workload. See, even I get confused sometimes. So you have to be very careful. The first cause of stress is heavy workload. So the workload is the cause. Stress is the effect. Okay. When you put it into that sentence, or if you want to talk about your effect, the first effect of online shopping is impulsive spending. So we know the effect is impulsive spending. Okay, so pay attention to all these words. Now, by the way, all of these words are not new to you. I'm not introducing new words. These are words that you have used before, that you have seen before, isn't it? They're not new. As a result, as a consequence, therefore, thus, hence, because. It's not new. I'm not introducing something new to you. You have used this word. It's just that I'm asking you to pay extra attention when you are writing later. Whenever you are using these words, look again, read again to make sure that you understand which is the cause, which is the effect. Because sometimes we have that tendency to get it confused. Okay, you can see the example. Worsening pollution levels in cities are due to the increased use of cars. So in that sentence, which one is the cause, which one is the effect? The effect is, we start with cause. Okay, the cause is increased use of car. That happens first, isn't it? Increased use of car happens first. The effect is pollution level, increasing pollution level. So that is the effect. So even though in that sentence you start with increasing pollution level followed by increased use of car, but the concept is pollution level comes after. Increased use of car comes earlier, because increased use of car is the cause that happens first, then only pollution. See, you have to understand that. So when you are writing, is okay, you want to start with cause first, or you want to start with effect first, no problem. As long as the idea that is presented, it must be clear. Oh, okay, this is the cause, this is the effect. Okay, so please pay attention. That is why you are working in group. I know there is this tendency when you work in group, you'll just divide. Okay, Ali, you will do introduction. Raju, you will do paragraph 1. Achong, you will do paragraph 3. Okay, Aminah, you will do paragraph 4. Okay, Mei-Ling, you will do conclusion. Okay, everyone work on their own. Later we just compile. Okay, fine, you want to do that? Fine, no problem. But when you compile, you must also read each other's work. So Aminah will read Ali's work. Check whether Ali got it correct or not, whether you understand his cause and effect. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Okay, these are again a few examples of phrases and sentences. Okay, don't worry. As we go along, I will teach you one by one to write per intro and so on. Okay, today is just a basic understanding. I will also upload this lecture on your author. Okay, these are also vocabulary. Okay, now when writing a cause and effect essay, there are do's and don'ts. The do's, what you need to do is that pay attention to the language you use. You see, again, I'm reminding this. You are writing a formal essay. It's an academic essay, so it must be formal. So you cannot use informal writing. Okay, informal language, not applicable. Okay, and then express your own opinion on a topic. Not one belongs to a researcher. Now, I know when I give you this topic, this assignment, you can feel free to Google. No problem. But when you Google, you get information, don't straight away copy that information, put it there. No, read the information, understand the information, and then write what you feel about that information. Because remember, at tertiary level, you're not just agreeing to everything. You can also judge. So let's say you read information about how technology has improved education. Maybe you don't agree. So you can put in your view. I don't agree. No problem. You give your reason. What happened to you as a student? How you feel technology is not good to education. You put in your own writing. That is what we want to see. Personalization of that essay. Because as a lecturer, I have read thousands of essays. The moment I read your essay, I know whether it has come from you, or you have taken from online, or whether you have used ChatGPT. We can clearly identify. I'm not teaching for first year. I've been teaching for 7-8 years. I can already know. I'm also an examiner. I've gone through thousands of scripts, thousands of papers. I know when I read whether this comes from students writing or AI or you taken from online. So what we want is you read information. Fine, go ahead, Google information. You read up on information. Then from the understanding that you get, you write your own. Later on, I'll show you a few samples on how to read information, read up on a point, and then when you understand the point, you can translate that into your own writing, whether you want to agree or whether you want to disagree, or whether you want to agree, but you provide your own reasoning. Okay? Okay, what you shouldn't do. Okay. Remember, for academic essay, you will not be able to write if you don't do your research. So whatever topic that you have, try to find out information about it. Google, watch videos on it, okay, listen to podcasts on it, get some general idea about the issue, then you start writing. Now, even though these topics might be simple topics for you, for example, shopping, online shopping, I'm sure you already have enough information about it. But don't just depend on information that you have. Try to find out more information. For example, you find out information about how online shopping was sparked during PKP, right? During the lockdown, during COVID-19. That is when online shopping really took off. Before the lockdown, online shopping was there, but it wasn't really fully utilized. People were still skeptical about it. But after lockdown, it just took off. It went like maybe the sale, I don't know, maybe if you Google, you'll find information like maybe the sale during lockdown was 100% or 200% increase. That is why we often, talk about how online delivery riders or online food riders and online riders, they are the heroes, right? They are the heroes during COVID. So you can even explain that. How do you get that information? Find out, Google. Okay, so when it comes to academic essay, you need this information that you get from research. Okay, next thing is that don't make your essay become illogical. What does it mean by illogical? Now, one, if when it doesn't have enough information, you just touch the surface, nothing there. Just you don't do research. You just explain from your own point of view. You just explain what you know. It becomes illogical. It becomes very, very boring, very shallow. Okay, or when you've done too many research and you just copy and paste, that also becomes illogical. So you must have that balance. How to get that balance? Like I mentioned, you do your research, you read up the information, you understand the information, and then from what you have understand, you translate it into writing. That is the perfect balance of getting it right. Okay? Okay, now let me explain what is the assignment. Okay, let me explain to you what is the assignment. Okay, so first of all, you are going to work in group of 4. Okay, so there should be no problem for you to find your group members. I will upload your the template for you to fill in your names to create the group in our WhatsApp group. So please do it as quickly as possible. If you don't have group, let me know quickly. Don't wait until week 7, week 8, then only you tell me, sir, sorry, I don't have a group. Then I'll be very angry. So do it now. If you don't have a group by the end of today, please let me know quickly. So a group of 4 or 5, not more than 5, not less than 4. Either 4, or if we don't have enough numbers, then 5. Not 3, not 6. Not 3, why? Because I don't want you to have the disadvantage. I don't want students complaining, sir, we only have 3 people working in our group, that's why our essay is not as good. No. So everyone will have 4. If let's say we have some odd numbers, then you can make it 5. Okay? 4 or 5. Okay? And then propose a topic for cause and effect essay. Now, I'm going to give a list. Don't worry. I will give you a list. And in my list, I've also included a link to a YouTube video where they explain about the topic. Okay, I'm helping you to brainstorm. Remember, brainstorm before you pick a topic. So I'm also helping you to brainstorm. So you look at the theme, look at the video, have an idea. Do you think you are confident about to write this essay? Then you decide which topic do you want. Okay, once you decide the topic, you come up with a title. So remember, the title must be specific. The title must be something specific related to UTHM student. Remember, look at number 2. Related to what you have experienced or observed in University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. So in your title itself, it must be something related to UTHM students or staff or environment. Not just students, it can even be staff. It can even be the environment of UTHM. But must be something related to UTHM. I don't want something general. You cannot talk about global warming, just global warming. No. If you want to talk about global warming, fine. Global warming and the effect of it on UTHM's environment. Fine. Specific. Okay, or you want to talk about online shopping. Okay, fine. Not just online shopping. Online shopping among UTHM students. Specific. Okay. So, once you have come up with your topic and you have chosen your method, which method you want to use. You know, remember that's 3 types of methods. So you choose your method. The week after your mid-sem break, we will have consultation session. I will go through each group. You will tell me your topic. Once it's okay, then only we work on it. If I don't like your topic, if your topic is too vague, or your topic is not related to UTHM, or if your topic is been done by so many students, I will ask you to change. So what you do is that when you discuss, when you brainstorm, don't just come up with one topic. Come up with backup, at least 3 topics. So 3 topic, 3 title. So that if I say I don't like this topic. Do you have any other? You are able to propose to me your second topic straight away. So think of 3. You come up with backup plan. So if I don't like your first topic or your first topic is not good, you have backup. Okay. Once I've approved, then we go through how to write introduction, how to write each paragraph, how to write conclusion. Okay. So your essay should be around 1,200 to 1,300. That's why you're working in group. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Now, this is the list of theme. Don't worry, I will give you the list later, not just in PowerPoint, but also in PDF form. Okay. So the theme, for example, if your theme is health, so the title of the video is why we need to talk about mental health. Okay. And then there's a link, YouTube link. So you watch the video to get a general idea about mental health. What is it about? How it happens? What is the effect? And so on. So once you have understand, you try to come up with the topic, the title. So the title that you come up may be something like the importance of mental health awareness among UTHM students. See, that is your title topic. So if let's say you don't like that, you want to change to something technology, okay, fine. Your theme is technology. You watch this video about how the future of shopping. Okay, you watch the video, you get an idea, then you come up with your own topic, your title. So maybe something about the effect of online shopping among UTHM students. Or you don't like technology, you want to change to communication, fine. How cell phone have changed the way we communicate. Watch the video, get an idea, then you come up with your own topic. Okay. Remember, just choose one and then come up with a backup 2. Okay, the backup is there just in case. Just in case. If your first topic is been kicked out, you have backup plan. Okay, so for now, for this week and next week, what you have to do is set up your group and then brainstorm ideas, come up with a theme, a topic, and then your method. And then you're going to present to me the week after your mid-sem break. When you come back from your holiday, you're going to present to me group by group. I will go through each group, you'll present to me, and then if I approve, then only we carry on. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.